Testing, testing, testing. This thing may be on. All right, hello? Hello, users, and welcome to another episodic installation of Above It All. This is the live podcast version. That's what this is. So, today I've got some interesting stuff here. A lot of this is going to be talking about police. I'm not a fan of police, you may know this. I'm going to talk a little bit about Tulsi Gabbard. She's decided to double down on her cringe grift for Facebook MAGA boomers. And yeah, so this is just going to be really fun. I'm also, at least according to reports, if things do not crumble and fall apart at the last minute, which they have a history of doing, I will have a complete second half with a guest lined up, which will take place about 5 minutes after this first half is done, and so look forward to that. That will be probably a separate video on the YouTube channel, because it'll take like 5 to 10 minutes to get that working, but that should work. But anyway, so one thing I wanted to with these full shows is I kind of want to start them with like general thoughts, right? I'm drinking coffee here. I got a full ass cup of coffee, right? And I'm just relaxing. I'm vibing, if you will. So the big debate is tonight. That's what we're going to talk about if the guest thing works out, which it should. It should. But that's we're going to talk about the debate there. I'm planning on doing a debate stream as well, but I'm not entirely sure how or when or what. That I still have to figure that out. That's like part 2 of my day. My thing is I try to figure things out as close. I procrastinate, so I try to figure things out as close to the deadline as possible. So, for example, I had 3 days to work on this podcast version of Above It All, and I decided to smoke weed and play Minecraft for 71 hours, and then I used that last hour to mostly play more Minecraft, and then I used like the last 20 minutes of that hour to set up the stream, and that's why it was so bad yesterday. But yes, this is live. This is a live stream. Okay, but yeah, one of the things that I've been really kind of thinking about is I personally, and again, I could be buying the hype on this one, but I think that if there is any sort of the end of the world, right? If the world gets significantly more difficult to survive in, and it is exponentially for so many people at this current moment, I personally think October will be the last relatively normal month that we've got going on, at least for a while. The colder season is definitely going to make the coronavirus situation significantly worse. I think that's going to be a very big deal. I think the election tampering is going to be a very big problem. And just in general, there's so much divisiveness, so much instability going on, and it really is just kind of scary to watch. There's so many people losing their houses. About 60% of Americans can't pay rent, right? So we're on the precipice here of a pretty big disaster. And so I just kind of wanted to give that message of like, spend every single day that you can enjoying as much as possible. And so like for me right now, I've got some coffee here. Drinking some coffee. I probably should have drank more before the show started to get that caffeine boost so that I could speak more professionally, which I won't. But either way, yeah, I just kind of want to give you the, like, if you're putting something off, like if you're putting something off, like, man, I really wanted to do this new diet, I'll just wait for the new year, blah blah blah. Start whatever projects you've been thinking about now while you can. And that's my thing. And again, I could be buying the hype. I could be being a doomer, a nihilist, whatever you want to say. Those things are extraordinarily possible. I would even go as far as to say that those things are likely, given the content that I consume. I think I'm brainwashed, personally. But with that being said, I really, I really, this is just like, this is so good, so good. So Tulsi Gabbard has, she's done it, everybody. She's gone from mommy GF to, like, like, to yoga pants instructor in a porn video to I'm going to placate right wing boomers on Facebook. And I'm sorry for the Tulsels out there. I'm so sorry that you have to hear me discrediting your mommy GF. But this latest move really kind of cements what I've been kind of calling the whole time. And this is something that I feel like this is one of those, like, I told you so from a prison camp situations. Like, I was right about Tulsi from day one. It doesn't really matter. I don't think anything is going to change. But I was right about this bitch. I remember so many people telling me throughout the primary, oh, Tulsi Gabbard, she's leftier than Bernie. Her foreign policy. I've never read a foreign policy related book. I've never studied the history of another country. But Tulsi Gabbard's foreign policy, it's great. You want to know why? Because she says so? And as a leftist, I think uncritically. And, like, that was what was so aggravating about the primary, and people thinking Tulsi was to the left of Bernie. Like, what the fuck are you? Are you okay? Do you need medical attention? And then you had, like, after the primary, when Tulsi endorsed Joe Biden early for no reason. It doesn't look like she gained anything, but hey, we'll see, right? And then a couple weeks ago, she went on this anti-cuties crusade. Now, this was one that a lot of people, it was under smoke and mirrors. Cuties, a movie that is by any means not that good, right? It is not that good of a movie, very boring, in my opinion. Good concept, but the execution, just not my style. Then again, I am not French, so maybe there's like a cultural disconnect there. But Tulsi Gabbard went in and started boosting a bunch of QAnon Facebook posts about how people didn't want to watch the movie, which I understand. I didn't want to watch the movie either, right? But I'm going to watch the movie just so I can talk about it. And so I watched the film, and it wasn't that bad. Like, again, it was boring. But, like, it wasn't about sex trafficking. It wasn't about child porn. Like, the overall movie and the tones of the film made it abundantly clear that it is, like, a do not let this happen to your child, please be nice to your kid kind of movie, right? But, like, Tulsi Gabbard just starts signal boosting QAnon stuff. And now we've got another stage in Tulsi Gabbard's I don't like this is she's relatively smart, right? I think. At least maybe, there's a lot of people in politics that I don't think are smart, but I think Tulsi Gabbard is among them because she was able to successfully dupe a bunch of left-leaning primary voters into thinking she had good foreign policy. And the only way that she did that was by doing yoga pants workout videos, right? Where you can just see her ass in yoga pants doing fucking crunches or something. And that is very, very good propaganda for your campaign. I will say, I fell for it a little bit. I watched all those yoga videos. Those were really good. Just saying, if you ever really just in the mood for something special, go look those up. But this latest move where she is now going after the Project Veritas thing, as if it's real, and I've got a few articles here, that kind of give some information on the Project Veritas claims and how inaccurate they are, but let's read Tulsi Gabbard's tweet, okay? Project Veritas offers further evidence of the need to ban ballot harvesting. It's not a partisan issue. It's been abused to help both R and D candidates, including in North Carolina and California. Please help by telling your congressional rep to pass our bipartisan bill, H.R. 8285. Now, again, you can say this, that ballot harvesting is questionable, right? That's fine. That's an opinion that is okay. But when you cite Project Veritas, with that, it's bizarre. It's strange. It's something like a weird person does. And so if you look at the comments, you have a bunch of people just making fun of her. A lot of people asking her to do more yoga pants workout videos, and again, I'm among that crowd. Like, I will jerk off to Tulsi Gabbard any day of the week, but at the same time, I will do so critically because she is not that smart. Like, I'm at this point where I think she's not that smart. Either that she's not that smart, or she's knowingly, strategically placing herself in the Facebook MAGA QAnon grift. And hey, right, go for it, buddy. But if you're going to have two crowds of people that are going to appreciate your workout videos, one of those is like a young, energetic group of primary voters, right? And the other is like a bunch of 50 and 60-year-old MAGA Trump QAnon people. I mean, honestly, that's like, I don't know. If I'm going to market my yoga booty, right, like that, like, I don't know. Those are both very interesting demographics, you know? The older MAGA people might have more money, right? That's totally possible. But either way, back on the Project Veritas thing, I've got an article from Daily Dot here, and this is just, you know, one of them that I found that succinctly puts together the people that are involved in this Project Veritas video and how dumb it is that people are taking this seriously. So, Project Veritas, the right-wing undercover operation headed up by James O'Keefe, released a 16-minute long video that I didn't watch, of course. I only watched the 2-minute excerpt. Monday, depicting alleged ballot harvesting in Minnesota. The video, put out by the huckster in true O'Keefe fashion, both decontextualizes what happened and fails to verify its sources. Regardless, it has been boosted already by President Donald Trump. And I mentioned this yesterday, is that Donald Trump retweeted this like 15 fucking times, like retweeted Ian Miles Chong, like just like a bunch of these crazy right-wing fucking psychos, right? Regardless, the video tries to sow panic by interviewing an expert on the matter, only that the source is hilariously uncredentialed. Project Veritas insider who explains the scam as quite the questionable past as a faux spokesperson for the Somali community in Minnesota. Project Veritas says that Omar Jamal, their key whistleblower, works with Ramsey County Sheriff Department and is the chairman of the Somali Watchdog Group. Records obtained by the Daily Dot indicate that the Somali Watchdog Group, the group with which Jamal allegedly heads, only just registered its website in late August 2020. Isn't that interesting? During the development of this video, right? The time frame appears to be after Project Veritas began producing the video, which shows footage from July. And again, it's just bizarre. Like, that's strange, right? And then I've got another article from Newsweek here. Got some, you know, adjacent sources here. Ballot harvesting is not illegal in Minnesota, however. A district court in the state denied a Republican motion to stay a temporary injunction against a law that made it illegal for anyone to help more than 3 people vote. And again, so Tulsi Gabbard, at the end of the day, is coming to this, right? Trying to get some money off of the Facebook MAGA boomer grift, and is just looking foolish, right? This video by Project Veritas shows nothing bad about ballot harvesting. Like I said when I was watching the video, it was probably just some dude who was trying to get some money doing some like election work, like with the census or something, and just had a fun Snapchat for them to do videos on, and that's what people do. Yet, again, the right wing and President Trump has been signal boosting the absolute fuck out of this, and it's been like, dude, what are you doing? It's weird. It's strange. And then you've got Tulsi Gabbard this morning stepping in, you know, just making the world look at her fucking again. And I don't know. It's just weird. And again, if you try to triangulate between the cuties thing and this Project Veritas thing, she's going in a direction that I saw coming. Right, I saw this coming back in February, right? I saw this coming. But it's okay if you didn't see it coming. I get it. She has a nice ass. I understand. When a politician has a very beautiful ass, right? It's really hard to think critically about her foreign policy and her political positions. But now that she's signal boosting Project Veritas, I know a lot of people are trying to start to wake up. And I embrace that, and I welcome you in the I Hate Tulsi Gabbard group. But goddamn, this shit is embarrassing. Let me just tell you. Believe me. Holy mackerel. Holy mackerel. Anyway. I'm looking at the chat room now. What's poppin', y'all? My internet's a little bad. I'm so sorry if it cuts out. I don't have a solution for that at the moment, but I do record these locally, so like the clips and stuff will still be just fine. Hello, David Moschella. Tulsi's been angling for a right-wing news gig. Absolutely. I totally think that that's a possible direction that she is heading in. For sure. Absolutely. Don't booty judge Tulsi. Oh, I will. I will engage. I will engage. I'm so sorry. It really is. Mega Magikarp, a case study in how to fearmonger. Absolutely. Because again, it's just like a bunch of people speaking a language that's not English. Their skin is not white, and they talk about Ilhan Omar. Oh no, it must be real. It must be like the scariest thing in the world. Jimmy Dore has always been a pro-authoritarian Trump suck-up. That's definitely not wrong. Cloud says, the following are financed by right wing, Tulsi and Jimmy Dore, and all of this Bernie is bending his knee. Let's ignore him from now on, even though he's still a great advocate for everything we believe. Yeah, this whole kind of like, I don't know, this, like, my show is called Above It All, in a way that, like, is sort of satirizing this kind of person, in a way. But there's this like kind of like so-called leftist that like hates all the politicians, and they're like a radical. We need to have a revolution now. And then when you ask them, okay, great, I'm down with the revolution. Where are we going? What are we doing? What's the plan? They can never really get that far. So for the time being, right? And also for the Marxist-Leninist people, right? It's like, oh, we need to have state grapple of power. We need to like have the state control of things. Okay, all right, great. Alright, awesome. The state, amazing. So why are you so against any and all left-wing politicians? It's weird. It's strange. And I personally think it's a psyop, but that's just me. I think a lot of things at this current moment in time can be classified as psyops, but that's, you know, again, that's just me. I could be wrong. I could be. All kinds of things. I really could be at any point. But yeah, hopefully, again, this is 10 a.m. This is like my kind of preferred stream time, to be honest. I've got my coffee. Like, I'm good to go. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling refreshed. I'm feeling energetic. I know yesterday I started streaming in the afternoon with this, and that was kind of like a demo test. That was because I woke up late and I'm a piece of shit, and like, you should kill me or something. But today, I think 10 a.m. is going to be a good spot. I really do. And again, I've also, theoretically, assuming everything goes well, got a guest lined up for the 11 o'clock slot. Ish. So, and we're going to be talking about the debates. We're going to be talking about predictions and stuff. And then also, I'm going to do a debate live stream. I'm not going to be sourcing the debate on my live stream because I don't want to get copyright dinged. What I will probably end up doing is just having a stream that I'm watching and that I will link to, preferably on YouTube or something, and we all kind of watch at the same time, and you can see my reactions live, and I will have like my audio disabled, right? So like it'll be a little delayed, it'll be a little funky, but it's better than nothing, and I don't want to get dinged. So bear with me. I'm so sorry, bear with me. Alright, so this one's fun. I just want to say this one's fun. This is just, it's going to be really fun. There is no way you can convince me that this won't be fun. So, I have a little video here. Trump's campaign manager and Florida man, Brad Parscale, gets tackled by the cops. And I've got another tweet here. Check out this guy's pinned tweet. I won't give away the punchline. But we have August Takala. Parscale, who's having a calm conversation with a police officer, is assaulted by 5 other police officers armed with automatic weapons. Is that a new treatment for people with mental health issues, or is it just for Trump supporters? The absolute state of right-wingers, right? Whenever cops abuse one of their guys, it's like, oh my god, it's the deep state! It's the deep state! Right? Except, look at this guy's pinned tweet. Followed by Justin Amash. That's a good, Whoa! Hold the phone! Hold the phone! Breaking news. Breaking news. This guy changed his pinned tweet. Breaking news. My story has been destroyed? Breaking news. This person got mocked. Hold up. There it is. There it is. It was screenshot. Their pinned tweet at another point in time, this makes it even funnier, was signal boosting the New York police officers who were like cringing out doing this live press conference, saying that cops are being mistreated and stuff. That's really funny that this guy got bullied so hard that they changed their pinned tweet. That makes the story way better. But this video's got more content than this video. This is like a more full thing that has more context. So I'm just gonna click this video. It's gonna play. And again, this is some good stuff. Like this is no, but really the story about this is that yes, cops are bad, and yes, they don't care if you're a Trump supporter, a Bernie supporter, a Hillary Clinton supporter, a fucking Tim Kaine in the membrane fucking gangster bro. They don't give a shit. They will beat the shit out of you if they feel like it. That is why cops are bad. So if you are a right winger, if you're a Trump supporter, I welcome you. I'm not gonna cancel you for being an idiot. Right? I might make fun of you a little bit, you know, I'm just teasing. But I welcome you in the all cops are bastards train, because this shit is going around the world, and every time we lap around the world, we're picking up some passengers. So feel free to pop on. Let's watch Trump's campaign manager, former campaign manager, by the way. He got demoted after the Tulsa disaster, where no one showed up. But either way, let's see how the cops treated him.
He was really getting out of control, so I went to the front yard, and I was just sitting in the front yard, just like trying to chill out for a second. And so then I saw him like open the blinds in the front yard, and then he closed them, and then I heard what I thought was a gunshot.
Yo.
There is a dog spotted. Alert.
Okay, come out here. That's fine. I'm your friend. All right, relax. What's up? Okay. What's going on?
Look at this guy put his guard down. How naive.
She fucking. Let's stand in the shade. Okay, don't do this. I'm not doing anything. Relax. What happened? So, she started saying all this shit.
Hey, get on the ground, man. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground, man.
Easy. What do you say? I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything.
Take it out. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Hey, bud. Hey, we'll figure it all out, all right? Don't worry about it.
I didn't do anything.
Relax. We're going to get you out
I
the ground.
didn't do anything.
We're going to get you out the ground in just a second, okay? Okay? You're all right. Relax.
So it appears, real quick before I finish this video, it appears that the first cop was like baiting him. Which is like, that's awful, right? Now again, this is the thing. I'm against police. I don't like cops. Now, do I think it's a little funny when Trump supporters like get owned by police because of the irony of this whole law and order campaign? They've been shoving this law and order bullshit down our throats for 4 fucking months. And when they get a boot in their face, I think the irony is tasty. But nobody should be abused in this fashion by state goons, especially when they're unarmed, right? This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And the idea that this is happening to a Trump campaign manager, at least a former, before he fucked up, Trump campaign manager, is ridiculous. Has Donald Trump talked about this? Maybe he has. I don't know. I haven't seen a tweet from him yet.
Do you have any weapons on you or anything like that?
No, I didn't have any weapons. I didn't do anything.
We're going to get you off the ground, boy.
Do you have any weapons on you? The dude's naked.
You're okay. Ready? Help us out. We're going to pick you up, all right? One is your legs.
Okay, yes, I'll get up.
Okay, ready? 1, 2.
Okay, good. I didn't do anything.
Anyway, so there's the video. Again, I don't know all the details. Was he doing anything wrong? Maybe. Totally possible, right? That's 1,000% possible. But cops should not react this way to anybody, right? Like, there have been so many instances where someone, and this was initially reported by the media, by the way. The media initially reported this as like, some sort of like mental health episode, like he claimed that he was going to kill himself or something. It doesn't look like that. But there's a lot of things that could have been happening in that location. I don't know. I don't have all the answers. But what I do know is that police brutality is a real thing, and I hope to God that Trump supporters realize that. The cops aren't on your side either. And this is the whole thing with this law and order bullshit. Like, law and order, law and order. Well, whose law and whose order? It's certainly not yours. You think you living in bumfuck shitfuck nowhere, USA? You think you are the fucking being protected by laws and orders? Like, you got had. You got took. You got hoodwinked, dude. Donald Trump has made a mockery of your mental state. And the sooner you realize that, the better. Because there's an election coming around. Hopefully you didn't early vote for the orange Cheeto man already. Right? But there's an election coming around. You get to actually make a choice. For, as much as that choice might not be an actual choice. Whatever. Who knows? Whatever. I notice that all Trump supporters care about is the election. Right? But it's better you realize that you're not getting protected by law and order. Right? You aren't. Law and order is there to harass the shit out of you on a daily basis. If you even hint as doing something wrong, that's what law and order is. So again, I don't know. Again, I can appreciate the irony, but again, nobody should be mistreated by police in this fashion. So that's just my take. Maybe you agree, maybe you disagree. If so, whatever, let me know. And yeah, Trump goon BTFO. That's my headline. That's my headline. Hello, William McCaw in the chat room. What is popping? Agree. My comment got deleted by YouTube from Cloud? Maybe. I don't know. He didn't have time to get on the floor. He was tackled instantly. Yeah, dude, get on the floor. I say as I'm already mid-leap. I'm just doing my job. Heard it many times. Time reform them this simple. All right, William, we're on the same page. Back to Tulsi. Back and Tulsi are words I can appreciate, but not in that construction. Back to Tulsi, come on, William is saying. I'd prefer to come on Tulsi's back, but that's just me. Now, again, that sentence got some good words there. There's some good words in that sentence. But yeah, that sentence definitely could use some more reconstruction. Yes. So, yeah, it looks like, again, I just want to say I should have a guest appearance for the second half of this program, which will take place at around 11:15-ish. And we're going to talk about what we think is going to happen in the debate. And I don't know how long that'll be, but just keep in mind there's going to be a part 2 of this show. One of the main reasons I wanted to make Above It All into a podcast was so that I could get guests on, and I could use this to boost my ego, boost my credibility, and then do less research. Because if I can spend 2 hours talking to somebody, they're producing content for me. It's just an easy gig. You know what I'm saying? You guys see my comments about what my comments was? This is getting a little bit too meta for me, so I'm going to go into the next story here. The next story. Holy shit. Again, I'm just like, I'm so cool. I'm so epic. I need to get like a bunch of like printer paper and do like the printer paper thing. Like the desk shuffling. That's going to be like a bit that I'm going to do at some point. I've got a piece of paper here, so... Everyone, I don't know if this is making the good enough sound quality, right? But we got a story here as I take my one piece of paper. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. But I've got a story here from the Portland IPR, which is the Independent Police Review. of Portland's activities, and they tweeted out, IPR is aware of video footage circulating on social media that shows an officer grabbing a press photographer and throwing him to the ground during a protest on the night of September 26th, 2020. IPR has opened an investigation into the incident. Now, I'm not sure if this is the video that they're talking about. It might be, because I searched for this video because this has been getting a little bit of notoriety, because it's interesting when Portland police say that they've done something wrong. That's always something to be interested in. And I was trying to find the source video, and I think this might be it. I'm not entirely certain, but either way, let's see.
Let go, man. Let's go.
This guy was like fucking, like this guy. This guy is like acting like he created a custom character in a WWE PS2 game and he's like performing his special move. Like, it's ridiculous, dude. Like, police officers, and like I said with the Brad Parscale thing, where are the conservatives at, right? Like, they have been abusing people in the press. They've been abusing protesters for months and months, and we can go years and years, right? But let's try to stay in the remote present here with this conversation just to prove the hypocritical nature of these douchebags. And I don't think proving hypocrisy does anything. I don't. But I love saying I told you so. But they have been systematically abusing press, protesters. They've been abusing random citizens. Like, people that are walking on the street have ended up getting kettled and tear gassed and maced and fucked up. And it's just like, what? Right? And then you've got a bunch of law and order goons that are out there saying, yes, this is not good enough, we need to go further. It's like, go further? What are you advocating for? I remember a couple months ago, Portland, I think this was actually like the federal troops, I think, when they were doing the whole, we're defending our property in the courthouse bullshit. When they were doing that stuff, when they were LARPing, they had like a paintball or rubber bullet gun and shot someone in the face. Right? Like, what? Wait, like, seriously, dude? Cops are fucking nutbags. They're crazy. They're Looney Tunes. I don't know what you want me to say. And my point here for covering all these little videos and clips, and sure, it's 20 seconds, 30 seconds, and I riff on it for a couple minutes maybe, right? But this is like, I need to, like, if I'm going to do a show, if I'm going to have a podcast, if I'm going to have a YouTube channel, if I'm going to do all this dumb bullshit, right? I might as well let people see what I'm seeing. Because that's my point in being here, is I'm sharing my experience with the world. And this is the stuff that I'm seeing. I have been mistreated by police. I've talked about it many times, right? I don't like when people get abused by cops. It's something personal to me. And so, over the past few months, this has been something I need to show, is whenever this happens, it is something worth talking about. Even if it's only like a 15-second video clip, right? Like, there's so many of these instances, it's kind of hard to like pay attention to them and give them the proper detail and to really look at them and go like, what the fuck is happening? Because it happens all the time, right? So I'm on Twitter, I scroll by, someone got punched by a cop. Let me scroll by. Like, I see all this all the time, and I sometimes think to myself, like, am I really going to talk about this again? And then I realize that's exactly the problem. That's the bad thing that you don't want to think. Am I really going to talk about police brutality again? Well, of course I am. It's a huge fucking problem. And so one of the things that the police are trying to do, one of their strategies, is to do this stuff every day, all day, as many times as they can, to desensitize you. And then once you're desensitized, you're like, am I really going to go outside and get beaten by a cop again? No, I'm going to stay at home and play Minecraft and smoke marijuana for 72 hours. Not talking out of any personal experience. But again, that's what their strategy is to instill fear. And that is why it is so important, if you live in these areas and you can safely protest, and you have an organization you're working with, you have a group that you're working with, it is a great idea to go to these protests and show the cops, you know what? Fuck you, bitch. I don't respect your authority. Whose law, Whose order? Because it certainly ain't for me. That's my opinion on this. But again, where are the free speechers? Where are the conservative MAGA people that are like, free speech? Someone booed Trump at the Ruth Bader Ginsburg funeral, and that was uncouth. Where's that freedom of speech? Oh, Jordan Peterson. They're still talking about him, by the way, even though he's been gone for like a year. Jordan Peterson got booed at a college campus. Free speech rights have been abridged. I don't know. I like making fun of right-wingers, but I know there's going to be no fruit born from that tree. But goddamn, it sucks. That's for sure. And again, we'll see how this ends up. What their strategy here with these things is they always say, yes, we're looking into it. And then they don't give you any updates. Maybe they'll update you once in a couple of months. And then they kind of just like, oh, yeah, by the way, our guy is fine. Everything is good. But we're just doing this long, drawn-out thing. Look at what happened in Minneapolis with the defunding of their police department. They passed to get rid of and dismantle the police department. And then a bunch of legal loopholes later, they still have cops roaming through the city. Isn't that strange? Isn't that interesting? Really makes you think. I don't know. That's just me. All I know is that all cops are bastards. OMG! I just fell awake and my mouth tastes like whiskey. Holy shit, what a comment. I just fell awake. Not fell asleep. I fell awake. This is coming from G Wolf. I just fell awake and my mouth tastes like whiskey. That sounds like you've got a problem that you definitely need to figure out something with. But, Valerina Garcia, the orange man is your master and your lord? Are you doing some, like, hypno thing? I get a bunch of people sometimes that, like, try to, like, tell me stuff like that. Like, they're trying to do, like, it's like a fetish where you hypnotize people. That's the first thing that comes to mind. I love Chelsea FC, but they completely ignore the police running over the head of a protester with his bike. I saw that. Yeah, that sucks. The problem is, like, I took a few days off of doing videos, and I don't know, like, is it worth going back a couple weeks and getting some stuff I may have missed for to talk about? I mean, I think that's fine, but I don't know. The problem is there's so much going on every single day. It's kind of hard if you miss something, it falls through the cracks. I'm like, what am I going to do? Spend 5 minutes talking about this thing that happened a week ago, and I could spend 5 minutes talking about this thing that happened fucking 2 days ago, right? Your rights end where mine begin. Very simple. I agree with that. If I had it my way, we would have no taxes and the lazy would get nothing. I don't agree with that. I think that's dumb. Hello, call me Liam. How many MAGA boomers are here? We have one. We have Valerina. Orange man is Trump. Again, that's profound. I couldn't sleep, so I stayed up late. OMG, I just fell awake, and my mouth tastes like whiskey. Dude, when I'm like 60 or 70, or however old G Wolf is, no offense. When I'm like 60 or 70, I hope I'm an alcoholic falling asleep at my desk and waking up to some fucking 20-year-old podcaster at 10 in the morning. That sounds good to me. That sounds like that's a life worth lived. Spray tan orange. I don't get it. What makes him orange, man? His hair is orange. He's a Cheeto. The Cheeto in chief. I wouldn't go back, focus on what's coming. I don't know. That's what I tend to do. But I feel like a few things fall through the cracks and I might reference them. And I like it. My thing is, like, if I'm going to reference something, I feel like it's best if I have a video on it. You know, so like if it's something is referenceable, I don't want people to go like, "Whoa, what is that thing you're talking about?" I want them to be able to go and know what I'm saying. I don't want the so-called lazy to have to suffer while taxes get paid to people who pollute our waters and airs and dodge tax themselves. Yeah, reminder, Trump's a tax dodger. Really makes you think. Really, really makes you think, I have to say. I think many, many things when I hear that. Trump is a tax dodger. Again, it just really, really makes you think. But I've got some more instances of police brutality. I'm at this weird point right now. 1312 says Bliarg. Agreed. I'm at this weird point right now where I feel a burp coming. But it's like in the developing stages. So you got that like uncomfortableness in your throat. But like I can't force it out. So I don't know what to do. Like, I don't want to start doing a story and then, like, burp uncontrollably. So I'm going to drink some coffee. Okay, I think I unreleased it. Ooh, unleashed. I'm so sorry. I'm falling apart right now. Holy shit. I fell awake. I fell awake with whiskey in my mouth. Holy fuck. I pulled a G-Wolf. Alright. Again, I would like to say that I will have a guest after this portion. At approximately 11:15, it will be a separate video. But we will talk about the debate and what we think is going to happen. That's what we've got. But anyway, in more important news, all cops are bastards. Let's check this out. So, we have someone with a sign, presumably at a voting location, like an early voting location, it seems. And they're getting owned by the cops. And that, again, it really makes you think. So, let's check this out. Like, you can't see it too well at the sideways angle, but this sign literally says, register to vote here. We can't have that message. We can't let people know where to vote, can we? That ruins our voter suppression game. Again, though, look at the way they just grab someone who's part of press and just, like, throw them away. Like they're fucking a high school football coach, like, trying to fucking relive their glory days. It's so fucking cringe, dude. The guy's getting pepper sprayed for holding a sign, dude.
I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting. Move back, please. Guys, move back up, okay? That's the stuff.
Again, like, look at this guy. This is a perfect freeze frame here. Look at this guy. And I'm sorry if the video may have been a little cut off. I'm so sorry. I'm an amateur. But what is, like, imagine you're this dude and you're getting caught beating the shit out of random people for no reason, and there's just a camera in your face. How do you not have any shame? How do you not think to yourself, man, am I the bad guy? Like, how do you not think, like, holy shit, my face is being broadcast and I'm beating the shit out of innocent, like, vote register drivers, right? Like, like, what is my family going to think? They don't care about that because the cops individually, like, this is the thing when it comes to the are we in a fascist state or not? This is the question. And I think it bogs down to, does it matter if the systems are fascistic, which I think they are, or does it more matter if the people who uphold the systems are fascistic? And that's where I have a lot of sympathy with that argument, is that these police officers are individually fascistic. They enjoy beating the shit out of people that are trying to register new voters. They enjoy pepper spraying old ladies and people, members of the press. They enjoy that. So, yes, the system that they are living in enables their fascism and is fascistic, but what's more important is that these people's individual persuasions are that of a fascist point of view. Of, I am the big Billy badass, and it's like I'm playing at, like, there's a game I like to speedrun called Muppet Race Mania, and there's a boss battle mode in that video game, and when you beat all the bosses, you unlock the ability to play as the boss, and they're like a big person in a car, and they like run around, and they're huge. That's what the cops are doing, right? They got picked on their whole life. Maybe they punched back at Terry the bully in 9th grade, but now they get to be the bully. Now they're the big boss, and they won't let the people take that power away because they like it. They've been in these positions of power for decades, and they're like, you know what? I like it. I like beating the shit out of innocent people. It's fun. So just like I'm just trying to humanize this person in a way that, like, again, they're not on our side. They're not on anyone's side. Whose law and whose order is my question.
What even happened? Why are they here all the time?
Guys, we're gonna have you guys move back. Okay?
Go that way.
Don't trip, all right? Hey guys, back up. Go slow so you don't trip. We're gonna move you guys back a few feet, okay?
Where do you want me to move?
Another thing with these fucking bitch-ass cops is, again, what is this? We're gonna need you to move back a little bit. What? What does that mean? Like, again, I've said this before. When I got swatted, I had cops tell me to get onto the ground and then walk backwards. Like, they always give you these vague-ass fucking instructions. Like, say, we're gonna need you to get 6 feet back, 6 feet, get back 6 feet, we're gonna make a line here. Like, but they don't. When they can, and they have an idea of what they want in their head, maybe they don't, I don't know. I'm not a fucking cop, right? But it's like, why do they always give, oh, we're going to need you to get back a little bit. A little bit. We're going to need you to get back. Get back, make some space. What does that mean? And they always speak in these vague ways so that they can justify force at any point. Because in the police report, they have to say, oh, I asked them to get back. And they didn't understand what that meant, and then I beat the shit out of them. That's why cops will always talk to you and as vague as terminology as possible, because they don't give a shit. They don't care. They don't give a flying, nor a swimming, or a galloping fuck about your rights. They only care about their rights to beat the shit out of you. But yeah, again, that's the end of the clip. You can see here that this guy was just holding on to a sign, got maced several times, and got onto the ground, and cops were hovering over them trying to block out press outlets from recording as to what was going on. But again, this is the shit that's happening in the United States of America, and I want to underscore this with the Brad Parscale thing. I want to like create that synthesis where it's like Trumpers think, oh, BLM Antifa, BLM Antifa, it's a war and the cops are on our side. The cops aren't on your side, regular person. If you're wearing a Kyle Rittenhouse did nothing wrong shirt and you've got a Nazi armband and you're holding up a sign that says they will not replace us, maybe the cops will be on your side. If you wear a white hood and you have a giant cross and a lighter in your bag, maybe the cops will be on your side. But if you're just walking around town trying to go grocery shopping, I can guarantee that the cops aren't going to be on your side. Like, what do you think? The cops are going to, like, roll up and you're going to say, but I defended you on YouTube. I told the tranny on YouTube that all cops aren't bad. I did it. You think they're going to give a shit? You think they give a fuck what you're saying on my YouTube comments? They don't care. You're getting bamboozled, dude. You're doing a bunch of free labor for people that don't give a fuck about you, and it's embarrassing. This is where the whole thing comes from. Like, I hope Trump sees this, bro. Like, why are you defending Trump in your comment section all day, every day? It's weird. It's weird. Even when Bernie was the fucking likely nominee, right? I wouldn't go online and defend Bernie Sanders all day, every day, because that's weird. Like, spending all of your time defending a politician is just strange, right? I was advocating for the agenda, maybe, but I wasn't going like, well, yeah, Bernie can't, like, honeymoon in the Soviet Union, and here's why that's completely acceptable. Personally, I think it is acceptable, but I'm not going to do that. That's weird, right? But you've got all these people that are going out there for, I'm a Trumper. I told the tranny who gets 30 viewers on a video, I told her that cops are good, actually. Well, yeah, that's going to do a hell of a lot. When the cops start beating your skull in, that's going to do a hell of a lot, right? Jesus Christ, these people are nuts. Anyway, that's all I have to say on that subject. What do y'all think? I'm looking at the chat. Hello, James777. I think that's a MAGA chud. The U.S. military is the world's #1 polluter. That is absolutely correct. Michael Jackson probably invented a bunch of moves by following cop orders. Invented a bunch of moves? I love moves. That's a really good way to put it, to be honest. um, invented a bunch of moves. That's really good. Clinton crime bill and 3 strikes, you're out. California has destroyed black with a Q. People, Joe Biden wrote the fucking bill and Kamala made the 3 strikes. Learn. Shut off the games and read. Who are you talking to? This is not a pro-Biden stream. Do you know what science is? Oh my god. Did you know that the world experienced an ice age before we got here? Climate always changes, that's the thing. I love how you sometimes will get the sensible asterisk Trump supporter, and then, like, the topic changes even slightly, and they just, like, fall off the fucking, like, the cliff. It's like, yeah, I agree with you, the cops are bad, but I don't know about this whole climate change thing. Did you know? I saw a movie called Ice Age when I was a kid, and it started making me think. Like, what the fuck? Hello, Skeletino. Read my comment about cops. I think I'll believe them over some random YouTube commenter. Oh, 928 peer-reviewed articles say climate change exists. Hold on, where's the cop? If cops don't meet their quota, they get fired or paid. Or not paid. That's absolutely correct. Absolutely. I said cops get fired or paid if they don't meet quotas, and if they complain, they get sent to the mental asylum. Yeah, no, I don't know about the mental asylum, but thing. Maybe in Australia, maybe in America too. But I don't see cops getting sent to asylums. That would be cool, honestly. But yeah, it's all about the quotas. That's why they do speed traps. That's why, I mean, the whole racket of cops are just garbage. It's cringe, you know. Road tar melting, new heat records every year. William says, bury your head in the sand. Emphasis on the sand. Like there's going to be a lot more sand in deserts in the post-climate apocalypse. End prison for profit, end revenue generators. Agreed, buddy. You're back on the track. Cops will need intense mental health care. Agreed. Maybe I should do a full hour discussion on what to do with cops post-abolition, because that's definitely something to look into for sure. How's the stream going, by the way? Is this a good episode? Like, I need that real-time feedback. I need to know, like, is this good? Do you like this? Is this like, oh wow, is this acceptable? Like, is this actually acceptable? Cops have a Nazi infiltration problem. I don't know if it's a problem in their perspective, but absolutely. Absolutely. Holy shit, man. There's some cringe. I got some cringe here. I got some fucking cringe. This next videographic clip will be extremely cringe. I would like to remind everyone that I do have a second half of today's show starting at around 11:15 a.m. And we're going to talk. I'm going to be talking to Dave Rubin's blocked list on Twitter, who I think is an excellent tweeter, and we're going to talk about the debate. So I will also be doing a debate stream later on tonight. I will also, Skeletino, shit stream, you should be playing Spyro. I will also be doing gamer streams today. One of the things, real quick, before I get into my next boatload. I don't know what I'm saying. Before I get into my next bit of cringe, you may know this if you followed me for an extended period of time, but I used to stream 16 hours a day, all day, every day. And I took a year off of streaming, and I've been slowly, like, weaning myself back into it, doing, a couple hours every other night and stuff. But I'm, like, with this show starting in a live stream format, I'm going to try to turn this into a podcast, an audio podcast. If someone wants to help me get on iTunes or whatever else people get podcasts on, like Stitcher, whatever else, I don't know. Those are just things I've heard through osmosis. I'm willing to get this show on there. I'm also going to do more streams. So I'm bringing it back, as they say. Because October is going to be a big month. I'm just saying, it's going to be a big month. So we'll see about that. Anyway, I got some cringe. So, the Gravel Institute, also known as the Gravel Institute, depending on your persuasion, released a little cartoon that says that they're going to be occupying and fighting in the space in the battlefield of ideas, everybody. They are going to be on the front lines of the battlefield of ideas. And they're going to be competing directly with PragerU. They have a nice little advertisement here, and I'm going to play that. But PragerU responded to them with like a bot thing. Help us reach more young people with our videos. Donate. It was like some weird bot response that I think is really funny. And then you have Gravel Institute say, "Shut the fuck up," which I think is hilarious, which I love. I just want to say huge shout outs to the Mike Gravel campaign. That was really fun stuff, and this should be a very fun experiment. But then you get a bunch of right-wingers. They're like, so much for the tolerant left. Like, dude, what do you, like, did you just get fresh off of watching a Sargon of Akkad video? Like, what? Preach tolerance and demand conformance? Like, dude, what are you doing? Like, seriously. Wasn't planning on donating. But now the GI is coming for your turf. I'm sure every penny counts. Like, PragerU is literally funded by oil barons. Like, imagine donating to the fucking Koch brothers. Or brother, I should say. Like, oh, wow. Like, this is like the same thing. Imagine donating to the Trump campaign. Like, what? Dude, they're funded by billionaires. Imagine voting or donating to the Joe Biden campaign, for that matter. They're fucking billionaires, funded by fucking billionaires. What the fuck are you giving them your hard-earned dollars for? They can go kiss my fucking asshole. They think they want my hard-earned dollars. But yeah, the Gravel Institute here, I appreciate their you know, they were a little bit not hard enough on Tulsi. I think Mike Gravel even said I like Tulsi and co-endorsed her with the Bernie thing. That was cringe. I'm sorry, Mike, you missed one. But let's play their little promotional video. Let's see how it is. I haven't actually watched this before.
Hi, this is H. John Benjamin. I'm here to talk to you about a big problem on the internet. It's called people emailing my wife. No, it's called PragerU. Imagine a huge stream of lies that pours into every computer in America. Imagine it's disguised to look unbiased and packaged into slick...
I just want to say, like I have been saying this for a while now, is that the right-wing InfoWar shit is working. This is the whole basis of QAnon. And, like I have people in my family that, like, send me something because they know I like politics, and they go, like, have you heard about this? And I look it up, and it's, like, some QAnon thing. Like, there are people in my family that 6 months ago were maybe, like, Trump sympathetic. They don't hate Trump, but they don't like Trump. 6 months later, post-lockdown, post-protests, post all this, right? They now think Antifa's starting wildfires. They now think that, like, Antifa is having a sex trafficking ring with, like, they're working with Netflix. And, like, it's like, dude, what the fuck is going on? And so this is why this is very important. And this is one thing that I want to do with my project, and which is why I'm such a direct speaker. I try to speak very directly and like a normal person. I say fuck and I say shit. And, you know, I've teetered on the edge of maybe not saying those words. A lot of people... Not a lot, maybe 1 or 2 people have asked me to be a little bit more professional. But honestly, like, being professional, like, that's fine if you want to make, like, special videos for that. But, I mean, regular people see that and they think it's cringe, right? Like, I just want to, like, one of the reasons why Trump is so popular with people that don't like politics is because he says ass, he says bitch, he says fuck. And that, like, you might not think that that's a big deal, but it is. And so when you have him spearheading the movement, you can do anything that kind of feeds into the Trump train, and people are that, like, again, that, you know what? Trump's terrible, he's a bad politician, but I kind of like the way he speaks. And then you go from that to you believe Antifa has a sex trafficking ring in Oregon and they're starting wildfires or whatever. Like that's why it's so dangerous. And that's why I think this project hopefully will be pretty good.
Look unbiased and packaged into slick videos. And imagine oil billionaires give them tens of millions each year to indoctrinate your friends, your family. Well, that's PragerU. And the thing is, it works. 1 out of every 3 Americans
That guy had
online
3
has
fingers.
seen one of their videos, and 70% say that Prager's videos changed their minds. This stuff makes a difference, and every day it is pulling people toward the right. At the Gravel Institute, we're building something to beat them at their own game. Short, high-quality, easy-to-understand videos presenting leftist ideas and refuting right-wing lies. Stuff you can send to your friends, your mothers, your secret lovers, your mother's lovers, your known lovers. Oh, and we've got big-name presenters from Bernie Sanders to Chelsea Manning. Here are a few that we've lined up.
There you go.
Okay, so this won't be easy.
How do I get on here?
Goliath,
By the way, someone send them an email. Like, well, let's do a writing campaign. Have me be a Gravel Institute host. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Hit me the hell up. Hit me up. You need to spam these. I'm so sorry. I'm doing, like, please do that. But also, I can't, like, you know.
We
Please do
definitely
that
need
then.
your help. We want this to be a collaborative organization guided by its members, where we're trying to do something big. So hey, let's do this.
Is that it? Is that the whole thing? Okay, cool. Again, I love that PragerU responded to that with, like, a bot reply. But again, this is like a huge thing with, like, the info war. That I've been talking about for a while now, and I feel like I could write a fucking book about it, to be honest. But, like, the way that information travels and the way that people, like, it's like a game of telephone, right? But because of the internet, people are making up their own iterations, like, in seconds. So, like, you know, there's a wildfire to I saw someone who started a fire in a city street in Portland who was Antifa, to I saw Antifa start a fire, to I saw Antifa start a fire in Oregon, not Portland, but in Oregon. I saw Antifa start a fire at the forest in Oregon. I saw Antifa start the forest fires. And then you have people standing their ground, guarding their property in fucking shit-fuck, bumfuck Oregon because they think roving caravans of Antifas are gonna roam through their fucking neighborhoods and burn down all their houses. Like, this is a serious problem, and PragerU, like, actively participates in this problem, and like, and so it's great that we're gonna have potentially more people fighting on the good side of that. But again, it's just like, it's nuts to me. It really is nuts how basic desktop publishing, like the shit I learned in 9th grade, right? You can take that and then convince millions of boomers of something that's really dumb and get them to give their money to fucking oil tycoons. Like, it's wild. It's unbelievable. It's crazy. Absolutely. It's so dumb. I'm trying to wrap this segment up, and it's just like, they're just so stupid. But it's like, they're not like most people are dumb, yes, but they were designed to be dumb. They were manufactured by the American system to be dumb. And anyone can be undummified. And that's my thing, is I truly believe this, that anyone can be undummified. But it's going to take a hell of a lot. I can assure you. Damn. Hello, Rick T. I followed the Gravel Institute on Instagram, and the second suggestion after the Bernie was The Onion. The second suggestion? What? Bad politician equals a great politician. Career politicians are a cancer. I don't inherently agree with that. I agree with that in a capitalist framework, yes. I want to see you in an animated form. Send the Gravel Institute emails. Say, like, I know this epic-ass podcaster. She's awesome. She's beautiful. She's lovely. She's funny. Please give her a platform. That's what you have to say? I've got a little bit of, like... Goddamn. Call me Liam if you want to do stuff about Australia. I'm down to plan that that occurrence. I'm down to occur. I concur with the future where that will occur. That was something. I don't know what I just did. That was something, though. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna have like a little bit of an interview thing. Interview, discussion, guest appearance. We're gonna talk about the debate, y'all. We're gonna talk about the debate. But first, I want to do one more segment of This was in Los Angeles. This was in Los Angeles here. Cops beat the shit out of someone with a shield, with their own shield, I think, and then destroy their glasses. And Status Quo, which is a decent outlet, I recommend following them if you'd like, covered this, and they were apparently on the ground and got actual footage of the event and then did an interview with the fella afterward. And you can go watch their full video if you'd like. I don't know why people are still using Bitly's in the year of 2020, but that's, you know, that's neither here nor there. Let's see what happened. As you can see, this cop is using a riot shield, it seems. Just beating down, like, the random parts of their body, like their legs. Like, what? Like, stamping them down like they're, like, cooking, like, a fucking... Like, they're trying to, like, fucking prepare, like, bread dough or something. It's bizarre. It's so weird. And again, I'm sorry for pausing this. But again, this goes back into the thing that I was saying is, it doesn't necessarily matter if the system of governance here that we are living under is fascist. What matters more is that the individuals in these positions are personally, individually fascistic. That is much more relevant, because that is...
The riot gear shield was literally being bashed into my hand.
I got it in her video. By the way, I'll send you the file. I didn't realize it was you that I couldn't see. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
I watched the video and I was like, yeah, that's it.
I could tell by his ankles the way he
examined the
doctor.
I was just at an x-ray.
There's a dog. Alert, alert, alert. Hold the phone. Hold the phone, everybody. Hold the phone. I've got my phone held in my hands. There is a dog. I repeat, there is a dog.
X-ray.
Did you go to the ER?
Oof.
Elliot. I was at the ER, and they did an x-ray, but I was there for about 4 hours waiting for them to do an x-ray and see if there was anything wrong. It's not broken, but...
Why was he beating on you? You were compliant, you were on the ground, you weren't resisting arrest. Why was he beating you with his shield like that? Do you know? I mean, he was hitting you hard.
I was literally saying I'm not resisting, and then my glasses were thrown in the ground. I said, I can't see without my glasses, and he went and just stomped on them.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah, so I've been blind. I'm blind right now. I can't see any of y'all's faces.
Anyway, again, you can go watch Status Quo's full video if you'd like. I will link this in the description when I get the clip up on YouTube. But again, it's just like these cops. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, oh, is Trump a fascist? Do we live in a fascist state? I mean, it matters, right? But not in this instance. Because these cops are individually fascistic, and they behave like they are in a fascist state, and the state is enabling that behavior. Just beating the shit out of someone who's not resisting for fun. They say, oh, I need my glasses, I can't see, and their first instinct is, oh, let me help you. That's not, no, their first instinct is, oh, let me smash these glasses in your face, bitch. Like, it's just bizarre. It's bizarre, and they showed this guy's leg, and it was cut up, and it's just like, it's gross. It's gross. It's gross. Like, okay, I'm outraged. I'm triggered. I'm mad as hell. What do you want from me? Like, this shit is gross. Do you, like, is there any, like, if you don't think that this is gross, if you are in the position, and I know I get people like this that comment on my videos. They're like, get 'em, boys. It's like, dude, you're not a cop, right? Like, you're going to be scrolling down the fucking sidewalk, right? And cops are going to pull up on you. And then it's like, no, I wrote get 'em boys in the YouTube comments. I wrote get 'em boys. I was congratulating your friend on a YouTube video. They're not going to care. So when you do this pro-cop bullshit cringe, there's nothing that you gain from it, dude. Seriously. One by one, they are coming for you. And that's what you need to understand. I'm not trying to fearmonger. I'm not trying to freak people out. I'm trying to keep people on high alert. Cops are not your friends. They don't give a fuck how many times you've posted on YouTube comment videos. Oh, the cops and the officers are doing a great job. Congratulations, officer. You think they give a shit? Unless you're wearing a t-shirt printed out with all of your YouTube comments in a collage format that they can see, even then they probably won't care, right? But unless that's the context, or like, you know, like you have your papers in your briefcase, it's like, look at all these comments I wrote on YouTube defending y'all. Look at my Twitter account where I was defending the cops. Like, they don't give a shit, dude. You're a freak. You're a weirdo. You're a loser. And it's embarrassing. That's all I have to say. It's embarrassing. Hello, Arissima Trifilium. If you haven't seen Michael Picard showing up to a Blue Lives Matter rally in a pig suit, you need to. Send me a link. Yeah, my internet disconnects sometimes. I'm sorry. But I am locally recording all of this stuff. So, for the clips themselves, like, those will be up in full format. But yeah, so... this show is about over, but like I said, there's going to be a second half. I am going to talk with a Twitter poster about the election, or rather the debate, and I guess by proximity, the election. And so, that will be a separate stream, and that will be up, probably in 5 to 10 minutes from now. So if you want to pop in there, feel free to do so. Yeah. Any of you millennials buying Tesla? Dude, I can't with this chat. Holy shit. Hey, what are you kids doing these days? Any of you millennials? Fucking millennials. I'm sorry, I can't. I have to turn the stream up. I'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes with David Rubin's blocked list on twitter.com, and we will be talking about how exciting the debate will be, and this will be relatively interactive. If you want to post in the chat, feel free to do so, and so on and so forth. Thank you for watching. Above it all, episodic installation 981. Yes, I'm just deciding to continue the numerical scheme from when I did the 5-minute YouTube videos to when I'm doing a full-length podcast. Yes, I love numbers. No, I don't care what you think. Thank you for watching. And also, reminder, if you haven't yet, to check out Tulsi Gabbard's workout videos. Goodbye.